Chosen. We ain't gonna do too much laughing, too much jumping around or hand signals on this one. This is one of those more serious, heavy hitting topics. When you realize it was your family the whole time that was setting you up, Chosen, you have to accept that reality. You have to understand that they didn't want you to make it this far. They had never envisioned for you to make it this far. See, to them, Chosen, you are still a liability, and you are always going to be a liability. And in their minds, they didn't want to have to put up with a liability. So what they do? Oh, it rhymes. What they try to do? They tried to get rid of you. They tried many different schemes, Chosen. They paid people to come into your life, to be your friend. They paid employers to harass you, to devalue and degrade you. They paid neighbors to spy on you and report back to them. They went through your social media and reached out to everyone you were friends with. See, Chosen, if it is your family, they'll do everything to destabilize you. See, if you weren't gonna die, Chosen, they were gonna make sure that you were their property, that you weren't going to fall out of line or speak up ever. And if you did speak up, Chosen, they made sure that their narrative was already out there. They tried to use your past against you, Chosen. And I know a lot of us Chosen ones, we didn't have such a great past. You know, we made a lot of mistakes. Yes, sir. See, but we grew from those mistakes. But your family never seen that. Let me rephrase. Not that they never seen it. They chose not to see it or not to care. See, they only had one agenda for you. And that was to take you out. See, your family was contacted by the Eastern Stars, the Freemasons, the narcissists, all different type organizations to come against you. Yeah. And they took it. They took the assignment. And you're asking, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna get my voice out there? You know, they're elites and I'm just some little kid trying to make it in these streets, you know, like, I hear you, Chosen. And that's where you just gotta keep going. You know, there are people out there that remember who you are and will take a stand for you. See, but Chosen, it's just like in a fight. You gotta stand for yourself before anyone else can stand for you. Because if you can't have the strength to stand for yourself, who's gonna wanna stand behind that? So you're worried about speaking up against your family, Chosen. I hear you. But you wanna die a small fry, Chosen? Or do you wanna try to ascend to greatness? Are you willing to risk your comfort and your freedom? your fake freedom? Are you willing to get into that driver's seat and put your life back on the beat where it needs to be? See, Chosen. You gotta understand that you're going to have to detach. And I mean fully detach. You gotta get away from them. Because they're gonna try to set you up at all costs. If all that other stuff didn't work, Chosen, the plays start to get more insidious. You have to understand and you have to see. They'll try to set you up with the police. Your local police. They're probably in their pocket, Chosen. And you have to understand that. As I said, they already tried to paint their false narrative of you. And the common public that just don't know you versus somebody that has millions of dollars. Who do you think they're gonna go with, Chosen? And you're sitting there, that's not fair. I just want to live. Correct. You do. And you should. That's why you need to free yourself, Chosen. Because as long as you stay in this trap, they got you. You know, they work with other organizations that I'm sure you've heard other content creators name. And if you haven't, you'll hear them name them. I'm not going to, I don't get into that. But they do work with those organizations.